everyone, my name is Chelsea Hartgrove, and today I am going to talk to you about the bulletin board preference that I would have for my classroom, what kind of things that I would have on my bulletin board, and along with that, where my bulletin board would be located and why I would choose to have it located there in the age of children that I chose to base this on. Um, the age of children that I choose to use is ages 3 to 5 because that is what I'm most comfortable with. So I feel like I have some knowledge on it. That is what I work with. And for my bulletin board, this is kind of by trial and error. Last school year, in my classroom, I actually had my parent bulletin board inside my classroom door, and I felt like it was not as effective because people weren't really looking for it. They were running in and dropping their kid off and going. And in the event when a parent did stop to look at it, it was just in a bad spot because people were also coming in and out during drop-off time. Um, so this year I have my bulletin board outside of the classroom, and I feel that this is a much better option because when parents show up a little bit early, they are standing out in the hallway waiting for it to be time to enter the classroom when school starts. They have things that they can look at. It's a good chance for them to kind of maybe refresh their memory about something that they might have forgotten. Along with, it's a good time for them to be able to look into some things that's going on in their kids' classroom. Um, Also, I know I've seen some of my parents this year, they like to look at it after they've brought their child into the classroom, and then they have time when they go to leave, they can stop and read, and that's fine too. Either way, I like where it's at because I feel like it really gets more attention from the parents. Um, so I took a picture of my bulletin board that I do. I really like the way that I've done it this year, and I feel like it's more effective than in school years past. Um, so I'll just start the sections on my board. Even though it's not totally all parent news, some of it's like our classroom stuff and classroom news, and I put parent news because I feel like this catches their eye. When you go down a hallway, there's all kinds of different things, but if you see something right outside your child's classroom and it says parent news, you're gonna, you kind of sounds important. It's like something that you're gonna want to stop and look at. Um, so I'll start with this first thing right here is our classroom daily schedule. Now we have these posted inside of our classroom on the wall, along with it next to it a picture schedule that's more relatable for the kids. But I like to put a copy out in the hallway because it's a good thing to look at from time to time. If parents need something to talk to their kids about, or if somebody shows up and their kid's anxious and they don't want to come in, they can show them, oh, look, this is the stuff you're going to do today. These are the fun things that you're going to do in your classroom. And I feel like it can really be used as a good conversation piece between the parents and the child. Next, going down, I have our classroom menu and our classroom calendar for the month. Both of these things are sent home in our monthly packet, but I also post it out here just kind of as a reminder, or because life gets crazy and it's one of those things that just gets lost once it's taken out of the book bag. Um, so it's kind of cool. It's another same kind of thing as this. You show up, and you're with your kids. You're like, oh, look, you're gonna do this today, and it kind of gets them excited for their day. Um, Along with the menu, I think it's important that parents know what kind of nutritional things that their child is being offered each day, and just it kind of helps to know what your kid's eating when they're at school. Um, Underneath that, I just have some of our things that is important to pertain to our program and things that parents for our program need. Right here, I have, and there's a couple of different ones stacked under this, but these are our resources. The one on the top is dental resources. It is any dentist that accepts medical card or is a pediatric dentist in our Tazewell County, Peoria County local area. One of the reasons that I feel that it's important to put these out here is because we also do give these out at the beginning of the year or upon request, but this can reach so many people. A grandparent dropping off, a friend of a family, a babysitter, anybody, somebody that maybe wouldn't have gotten that from us at the beginning of the year. And it's really a great resource to have. Underneath it, and they are kind of fanned out. You can't tell in the picture, but people are able to see that there's more than one. We have a list of doctor resources along with just other community resources, electric help, food pantries, jobs. We do like the Goodwill Jobs leads, just anything that I feel that could really reach anybody. And this is where I think like family diversity comes in, because everybody's family is different, and where one family might need dental resources, another might be trying to find a pediatrician for their children, or just a family doctor for their entire family. And so I really like these. I think that it's helpful and can reach everyone in some way. Another one that I forgot to mention is we also usually have the monthly flyer from Child Care Connection with that, and that's because I think that that's something important that can reach everybody. Almost everybody, especially if you have a child this age, needs childcare. Um, Going on down is just different things for our classroom, different flyers that we've already sent home, but things that are important that we don't want the parents to forget because we want it to catch their eye. Um, and then this is the biggest part of our board. This is our lesson plan board. So this big one behind it kind of breaks it down and shows the parents like a blank template of what we work with each week and what sections we're going to touch on. It has our digging deeper, which is we stop and break down what we're talking to and ask the kids like why, just different things to get them thinking more. Our literacy and language for each day, our music, what we're going to be focusing on at center time, small group, and whatever social emotional thing we're going to be doing for the day. And then pinned to it is our printout of our weekly lesson plans. I really like this part because I feel like it's important that parents can see. They should always have access to what you're doing in your classroom. I also keep a binder with these inside my door, but I feel like that's another one of those things, nobody really looks at your binder. So having it right there where it's easily accessible, and I just think that that makes parents feel that much more involved and in the loop when they can know exactly what their child's going to be learning about this week, especially because I hear this all the time, but kids in this age group, they come home and mom or dad says, "What'd you learn today?" or "What'd you do today?" "I played." And they do more than play, but in their mind, everything that they do is play, and, they learn through play. So they are learning, but it kind of gives parents more of an answer of what they really are learning about so that they can relate that to things in their home and everyday life. Um, so really, that's it on my board. Things down here obviously change from time to time, and with the holiday seasons coming up, it's way more packed. Um, so I really feel that all of these things, like to communicate back and forth to and from parents, this kind of just, I feel like my board lets them know, I want you to be involved. I want you to ask questions. I want you to have reminders of events. I want you guys to utilize every resource possible that you may need in order to get what your family needs, and take care of your family. I really want my families to feel welcome, and I want them to feel like they know exactly what's going on. I don't think a parent should ever have to question what their child's learning or what kind of things that their child does, or is their child getting what they need nutritionally and educationally out of a program. Um, and the family diversity, one other thing I just wanted to touch on is that we have the Goodwill Jobs Lead one that I said, the resource. I think this is a great one because, and I put it down there because you never know when somebody might need a job. And it has jobs in every kind of category. It has jobs for somebody that needs a job that doesn't have a degree. It has information about GED classes. Along with these, it just really, I know I already said this, but again, really helps families with anything that they may need. And I like this too because I think that sometimes I try to put this out here because somebody might feel like they don't want to ask me for it, and I never want anyone to feel that way, but they're embarrassed. They need electric assistance and they don't know where to go, but they're not going to admit that to their child's teacher. And that's just how it is. That's something, you work really hard all year to build that relationship so they feel they can trust you, but I totally get it. So I like to have all these things out here just so it's something for everybody. Everybody could benefit something from something here, and that's where I think family diversity really comes into play on my board. It's really all I have. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.